Enjoying the show? Show your support for the live stream and the people making the show. Buy a super chat or super sticker on YouTube directly. Select your donation and type your message to the world. And share. All donations go into directly funding new shows. Buy a super sticker or super chat now. Thank you. We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. ULTI.TV. ULTI.net.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Right now,
he's gonna have to bid. Just a football.
Huge layout block, unbelievable stuff on the front corner of the end zone.
Maybe just that boost of energy they needed.
Huge swing pass and a great grab there from Spear.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Bichon picks up and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Can Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlinger Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Lutz.
we're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe ULTI.TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of ULTI.TV.
Regardez ULTI.TV. Deviens un membre d'ULTI.TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Top ULTI.TV, dale y roginquime Ultimate vendromene.
Si quieres ayudar a ULTI.TV, puedes ser miembro de ULTI.TV.
Everyone, follow ULTI.TV on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love Frisbee, just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på ULTI.TV.
Became member
of ULTI.TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec ULTI.TV.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
with thousands of hours of experience,
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
We work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and new stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Nobisco Electric, become a member.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. ULTI.TV.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Lithuania. We are here for the European Ultimate Indoor Championships. My mind just wandered briefly for a second there. The action continues thick and fast over halfway through the day now. And it's the second time we are seeing these teams here in PRIENAI. It's Belgium in the red up against Slovakia in black with the blue shorts. Benji Rees in the booth throughout today here in PRIENAI. One of a multitude of venues being utilised for the European Ultimate Indoor Championships, all based around Kaunas, the second largest city here in Lithuania. Other venues hosting some of the other divisions, including Galivar, where you can watch women's division action. We have an ULTI.TV crew there. I've got my colleagues Hannah Pendlebury and Christina Obermeyer guiding you through the commentary. And from tomorrow, we add a third venue in as well. Oh yes, also going to be streaming from Costa when the women's division action moves there and mixed moves into Galivar. So 3 divisions all tomorrow. You lucky people. Meanwhile, on the matter at hand, Belgium won their first game pretty handily, smashing Austria 17-5. For the Slovakians, very much on the opposite end of things, going down 17-7 to Lithuania. On the face of it, you'd have the Belgians as heavy favourites. But you never know until they play the games. Slovakia will pull, so the Belgians beginning on offense. Here's Ref Yonkers throwing underneath. The first goal goes to Sophie Mbonton. And as cool as you like, it's a 1-0 lead to the Belgians. Obviously headlined by the Yonkers brothers. But Sophie Mbonton is an end zone demon. And don't be surprised if he ends the tournament very high in the list of top goal scorers. Ball fielded at the back of the end zone by Slovakia. Belgium kind of taking their time and getting the force on. The 2 number 10s matched up against each other. Demarais on Scholik. Scholik has it in his hands now. Into the backfield, Dominik Cibula. very nearly turned that out the back of the end zone. Here's a big hammer over the top, a outrageously ambitious shot. And Zwarts, who was dynamite with the disc in his hands last game out, has a rather hefty crash into the seating behind the end zone. Decent injury replacement coming on though. It's only ref Yonkers. Hope that Zwarts is going to be okay. And here is the aforementioned Yonkers, blading it right to the back corner, and it is towed down brilliantly there by Georges Donnet. And you hear the chanting as the Belgians take a 2-0 lead. This really leaps out of his hand, doesn't it? And then very clearly getting that back foot down first. So you take a 2-0 lead. Games played 17 is the score cap, or 42 minutes. The time cap comes on. Kucharek. That one who is floated up there for Juraj Herny, who will continue to be one of the best end zone outlets you're likely to see this weekend. Catching that steepling scuba. And that falls brilliantly into his arc. What a throw that is, by the way, from Matej Sorovi. Bonton. Usually we see him in the end zone. This time he's throwing it there. Over the top to Ben Yonkers for a 3-1 Belgium lead. They make offense seem so easy at times, the Belgians. Ball fielded there by Sorovi. Herny comes underneath. Cheeky trying to lead that blade towards the far side. Descan able to cause enough interference. And has the disc in his hands now. Vandenbroek breaking around for Demarais. Going to give some instruction to the receivers downfield, but just takes the reset instead. Vandenbroek pinging that one into the gut of the Messmaker. I think we saw him in that first game. It wasn't needed. Vandenbroek, oh, that is asking a lot of Demarais. And Vandenbroek looks, I was going to say to the sky, to the ceiling at least, in frustration. I think Demarais might get a piece of it, but if even he can't catch up to it, you know that you've probably overthrown it. Herny taking off deep. And that one... Oh, there was a little bit of discussion, or at least I thought there was going to be, but actually very quickly it's like, no, you had that, fair enough. Checked back in. The thick, shaggy beard of Peter Cibula finds Sorovi. Cheeky one across to Kucharek. Sorovi again. Here's the shot towards the end zone. That is a brilliant shot as well to Marcel Kucharek, making it 3-2. Sorovi can be a dynamite distributor when he's given a little bit of time. When you can keep resetting it, eventually he's going to see a look that he likes. And more often than not, he's deadly in the delivery. Bonton. Two players were just covering each other up there, and that is a complete busted coverage as Bonton can scuba that to Spaffens, who had, well, pretty much the freedom of the Baltics there. There's a little bit of clustering. Delays and Spaffens covering each other up, and eventually Delas clears out, and Spaffens is not picked up. And that is an invitation. And that Bonton was all too eager to accept. A really zipped pull. Could have been bricked, but I think they actually are going to brick it. I think the argument from Yonkers here is that if you'd signalled the brick immediately, yes, we'd have, obviously that's fine, but you can't catch it and then wait for a couple of seconds and then decide you want the brick. So they are going to take the disc from where it was caught by... no, they are going to give the brick to Sorovi. Having take it. Begin where the disc was initially stopped. Here's Herney on the sideline. Oh, that is spicy. It's high and it's floaty, and it is ripped away nonchalantly almost by Van den Broek. Here's Vella shooting to the end zone. And Donnet has his second goal of the game. Belgium taking a 5-2 lead. Herney really eager to try and push and stretch the Belgians deep. But on this occasion, was not rewarded for that endeavour. Belgium had other ideas and march it straight down the field for the score. A win here for the Belgians means that we've got a tasty game coming up for you later as Belgium and Lithuania battle head to head to take the pool. That game would begin at 5 o'clock local time here, just under 2 hours. Slovakia again on the very back of their end zone. Good pulling from the Belgians this game. The break to Sepko. Oh, a floaty scuba, but brought down by Janovets. His offense looks very congested. It really does seem to be struggling, so they put the prayer up deep. It's nearly answered as well. Sepko came closer to catching that than he maybe had any right to. Demare with the scuba to Yonkers, utilising that reach, that wingspan well to get it in front of the defender. And then Bonton is not in bounds, he's out the back. It's not Bonton even, it's Van den Broek who is out the back. Yeah, it does see, looks like he lands on the line as they go into the other end zone, Slovakia. And it's a chase and it's a hustle. But from Bili's pass, Sepko gets on his bike and charges towards the end zone. And not only does he make the catch, he's able to arrest his momentum as well to prevent a real heavy collision with the well, I was going to say barriers, with the bleachers that have folded away. 5-3, Belgium leads Slovakia here. Scuba to Ben Yonkers. Again, faking those over the tops, but not utilising them. Delace underneath to Fella. Breaks to Yonkers. Looks at one, doesn't like it, fakes it again. Bontemps coming underneath. Oh, that is offline from Bontemps. Not on the same page as Spappens there. Slovakia with a chance to earn their first break. Checked in. Sorovi. Lovely inside backhand. Good throw and go technique as he gets it back. Blading over the top. Oh, he dropped it. It would have been a beautiful, silky smooth point from Slovakia. But Kalina, at the crucial moment, couldn't stick the catch. Sorovi running the show on that point. On that possession at least. Spappens. Underneath to Yonkers. Bontemps. His Fella. A high one. Expertly brought down by Ben Yonkers. Juraj Herney's drawn that most unenviable of matchups. Here's the scuba. And it finds Spappens for the score over the head of Bontemps and his defender. Would have been disappointed not to score at the first time of asking. And they were nearly punished. But Slovakia let them back in. And Yonkers to Spappens takes advantage and makes it 6-3. I think it's the cleanest we've seen the Belgians. Feels like they maybe have extra gears to go into. He cannot brick that. It went through the end zone, surely. The old indoor pool rules. Slovakia forced to take it from where it went out because it was definitely in that 2 meter area, 2 meter high area through the end zone. Imagine that sort of invisible fish tank there. Bozic. Ooh. Saw a couple of receivers there for the Slovakians and just bisected both of them. Cibula and Janovec in the area, but neither of them able to bring it in. Can Belgium go 4 to the good? De Marais. To Vandenbroek. De Marais gets it back. He's looking for the blade over towards the far side. And he was happy with that one. As ref Yonkers catches the score. Marais gets that out really early. And Yonkers is expecting it and toes it in expertly on that far sideline. There's some discussion going on here between one of the Slovakian players and that is ref Yonkers for the Belgians. I'm not quite privy to what that discussion is about. It's Dominik Cibula for Slovakia. The ball is caught by Benetka. Gets it past the Vidding Vandenbroek. He's back on his feet. Oh, was that a no-look swing there by Kaharik? This one, coming from the backside and getting right in front. Nicholas Demesmaker. Look at that, the speed. He turned it on to come round from the blind side. De Marais picks up. This young, hungry Belgian side feels like They might be accelerating away a little bit now. Van den Broek threw it, begun to walk away. I'm not sure whether because he was happy with it or because he wasn't. But when you've got Dan Desmarais, and it was a little bit of twerking afterwards, I think you can get away with putting a loss up, to be honest. Outrageous hops from Desmarais. Hoppier than a double IPA. Again, they're looking to really get those low knifey pulls that try and pin them in at the back. This time Slovakia deal with it better. As a player open underneath, they will take Scholik eventually. Scholik, oh, that would have been an unreal throw had he found it. Desmarais hammering instantly to Van den Broek. Van den Broek over the top for Ref Jonkers, and it's 9-3 at half. It felt like Belgium were, just kind of coasting along a little bit at one point at 5-3. And then they maybe realised that we have more in the tank. We can be better than this. And they have pulled away from Slovakia from 5-3 to 9-3. It's going to take us into half, so an opportunity to watch some first half highlights for you. That was how it began for the Belgians, and was a lot of the time how it continued. There was that outrageous scuba from Sorovi to Honey for the score. And the Belgians, you really utilise the fact that they've got athletes all over the field. They've got height mismatches. They've got that long reach as well. And the advantages of indoors, of course. There's no wind, there's no rain. There's no, gashed up fields to worry about. Green ultimate conditions in one sense. So, you can utilise those over the tops. And when you've got the sort of talent that they have, there are looks that you totally understand. Belgium breaking their half-time huddle. Slovakians doing the same. Slovakians will be receiving to begin the second period. Slovakians trying to get the second half started with a bang. Hopefully it's not long, but maybe it is enough to make an adjustment. Maybe just get yourself even a chance to reset that headspace. Herdney, as soon as the defender looks away, gets it out there. Sabula dishing it off back. Sorovi to the end zone for the score. We see him throwing them more than receiving them, but happy to go every other. Pinball the disc down the field, and Sorovi catches it from Banetka and makes it 9-4. That is the start of the second half Slovakia needed. Not necessarily relying on the bigger shots, but show that you want us to grind it underneath. That's fine. We will bounce it back and forth, and we will do that if required. Ball lands in the end zone. Just being, I think we originally wanted to catch it and then didn't. Maybe it didn't land in the end zone. It must have landed just shy. By the way, I will inform you about something at the end of this point. Ben Yonkers fakes the over the top first time. Oh, he sold that one a little bit short. Delace sliding to the ground. Couldn't bring it in. Slovakia break chance. And they want it all in one, and they've got it as well. And I think the disc is lost to the bleachers. Janovec was the player on the receiving end. And you may be able to see, or maybe you'll be able to see during that point, and there's the round of applause going on. We saw him have quite a hefty collision there with the bleachers earlier on, Benjamin Zwartz. And he's been, I think, hopefully just as a precautionary measure more than anything else. It's been placed onto a stretcher as that pull hits one of the light fittings, so they'll take it from there or from the brick mark. Yeah, sending our best out to Benjamin Zwartz. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. First break of the game though, that for Slovakia. Spappens taking the over the top, going to Bontemps. He finds Yonkers. Speared with a right hand there by Bean. Gets the dish off from Bontemps. Getting the over the top shot to Spappens. Spappens zinging it in there to Ben Yonkers at the back of the end zone for the score. (10-5) Belgium lead, still fairly comfortable in this game. Gave Slovakia maybe a way back in there with that break. So getting their first point of the second half now on the board, the Belgians. It's not the first time that Slovakia just have been caught off guard a little bit by those lower, zippier pulls from the Belgians. Probably could be better off spreading themselves more evenly across the full width of the line. Big bid, didn't get there from Dene. And there's a beautiful inside shot all the way across the field. Beerley. That one a little bit too far out in front maybe for Janovec? No. Here's Kozic. Just flicks that one over the top with the backhand. And then the continuation, Scholik towards the far sideline. Finds his target for the score. Martin Sepko. Have a look at it again. Kozic just throws that right over the head of the mark. And then Scholik with a continuation to the break side for Sepko for the score. 10-6. I just feel like the atmosphere's gone a little bit flat potentially. With the Belgian player being stretchered away again. We do hope that's nothing more than precautionary, but if we get any updates, we'll let you know. Delace to Bontemps. Fella motors up the line. Bontemps now floods through into the end zone. Back to Delace. They've got the one-on-one there. And Bontemps back on the scoreboard for the second time this game, to go along with a couple of assists. Have a look at it again on the replay. Goes back to Delace. He sees the blade. Jonkers, I think, just having a bit of fun there. I think he might have initially thought when the throw went that this is for him, and then I think he quite clearly understood that there was someone behind him. Good evasive action taken there by Dominik Cibula. Ball lands short of the end zone, be brought in from the brick. Dominik Cibula resets to Josef Janovic. Here's Cibula. Oh, that is some hand block, but great awareness by Sepko. Not the first time we've seen that happen today. That's a beautiful inside backhand, spreading the field. Kojic. Oh, another hand block, and this time Murray collects his seconds, floating it towards the end zone for the messmaker, and a Belgian break. Dan Dimaré getting the point block, catching it just to make sure that it wasn't going to be rescued again. Wouldn't be the first time, even that point. And then leading Demesmaker, the defender's on his back, and he can't get there. And it's 12-6 to Belgium. Kicks the cone away, certainly when he lands as well. Again, that pull's landing short. But you can see what the aim is there from the Belgians. Begun to lost their range with it a little bit. Peter Cibula. Marcel Kihari. Trying to get that scuba out quickly. Van den Broek was running through and just got a tap on it to divert the flight. Van den Broek's in the end zone now. Descan picks up. He begins by going backwards, just to try and get this moving quickly. Van den Broek puts it on the chest of Demaré. Demaré with the scuba. Brilliantly executed that one to Cornel Descan. Now 13-6 to the Belgians. Seeing what an impact Dan Demaré has, how he changes the field offensively, defensively, with his blocks, with his throws, as a receiver as well. Such a multifaceted young player, this lad. And there's the scuba. You see he judges the angle well, just trying to get it to drop perfectly in that postage stamp at the back of the end zone as he does. This pull is much better weighted by the Belgians. Trying to pin Slovakia in that coffin corner on the far side. Sepko to Janovic. Back in Sepko's hands. He's looking around, still count must be rising. Trying to throw through the center of the field. Ref Jonkers was there. Little push off. Again, they're trying to get Jonkers in space. And they're calling the goal good. Couldn't quite get the angle from it with the players there. But everyone on the field was better placed than I was. And all of them signaled the score good. Here's a throw from Demesmaker. We'll watch it in slow-mo. And I think everyone seems happy that the left foot landed down in bounds. So the Belgians trying to get a little bit of form going, and Herney climbs the ladder to get one back on the board for Slovakia. 14-7. Feels like haven't called Herney's name in a good long while. That's just his second goal this game, which is quite unusual for a receiver of his caliber. And Benetka wanting to open it up deep, and Herney showing the ups. 14-7. Just over 10 minutes left. Spappens catching that helixing flat hammer. Ben Yonkers underneath to Bontemps. Bontemps hammering it, looking for Spappens. Smooth, clinical from the Belgians. And I think they liked it. Bontemps to Spappens makes it 15-7. A strong moon catcher's core to this Belgian side, thinking about the Yonkers brothers. Spappens, Demare played with moon catchers at the World Championships this year, or I think Jet Set in Leuven. Is his native club, shall we say. That time Yonkers going with the higher blade. Didn't come down in time. Here's Hörni. Hörni wanting to fire that one in. I don't think Kuharek got his feet right. And Hörni, oh, that is a really good adjustment made there by Juraj Hörni. Just as we mentioned, I haven't seen him for a while. And he scored the last 2 Slovakian points. Nearly had the assist there, but Kuharek wasn't able to toe it in. And Hörni was lightning quick to get back there. Jumps early, gets that left arm to claw it in from behind. But Belgium still a couple of points away from victory here, 15-8 the current score. Delays catching the ball, slightly short of the end zone. Here's Ben Yonkers looking for Bontemps. Easy as that. 16-8. Yonkers is holding his knee slightly there. It's one to keep an eye on, certainly. He would be a big loss for the Belgians if he were to go down. I don't know whether he just got a little bit of a knock in it when the force was trying to come across. But you feel like with the wind sewn up here, probably won't be seeing him again this game. Slovakia get the disc in, play quickly from the back of the end zone. Kuharek. Oh, tried to get the lead pass through to Hörni, but that's good recognition there from Demesmaker. Just taking a step into that lane and getting the block. Belgium with a chance to end the game here. Demesmaker faking at Van den Broek. Descan comes underneath. Van den Broek again. Demesmaker with the blade. Oh, everyone got suckered in towards that side for Descan. And when they did, Ref Yonkers zigged when they zagged towards the open side. And Belgium 17, Slovakia 8 is your final score. Descan to Ref Yonkers. The last goal of the game. It was reasonably evenly matched at first. You felt like Belgium had more quality, but they weren't quite accessing it. And then towards the end of the first half, they turned it on. Slovakia came out strongly at the start of the second half, got their only break of the game. And then it took a little bit of time for the Belgians to wake up in the second half. But they managed another 4-point run that really put the game to bed and traded it out from there until they broke on the game's final point. Seeing some of the highlights from that game here, but this is going to give an opportunity for us to sign off while you watch this highlight reel, and we'll get ready for our next game, which is Latvia against Poland from Open Pool A, a matchup that will decide the winner of that pool. And just a friendly reminder, if you weren't abundantly aware already, that Poland have won both their games 17-16 in Universe so far, so one to keep an eye on. For all of us here in Lithuania, for the ULTI.TV and Zoom TV crews, Benjiri signing off, saying we'll see you on the other side.
ULTI.TV.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Right now, he's gonna have to bid. Just a football.
Huge layout block. Unbelievable stuff on the front corner of the end zone.
Maybe just that boost of energy they needed.
Big pass and a great grab there from Steer.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. ULTI.TV.
Bichon picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing
Can
here.
Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlicker Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Love.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
And subscribe ULTI.TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of ULTI.TV.
Regardez ULTI.TV. Deviens membre d'ULTI.TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Top ULTI.TV. Följ eroginkime, Ultimate.lt. Si quieres ayudar a ULTI.TV, puedes ser miembro de ULTI.TV.
Everyone, follow ULTI.TV on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love Frisbee. Just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på ULTI.TV.
Became member
of ULTI.TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec ULTI.TV.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
with thousands of hours of experience.
And our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
We work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and new stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Help us go electric, become a member.
Enjoying the show? Show your support for the live stream and the people making the show. Buy a super chat or super sticker on YouTube directly. Select your donation and type your message to the world. And share. All donations go into directly funding new shows. Buy a super sticker or super chat now. Thank you. We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. ULTI.TV. ULTI.net.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Oh